The American buffalo thrived in numbers both in the East and in the West. However, this magnificent animal was pushed out from the East in the early 19th century, and the West became known as the home of the buffalo. The Native Americans depended upon the buffalo for their survival. They used the meat to feed their people, the hides for clothing and shelter, and their bones to make weapons. However, this way of life was coming to an end, and it is a tragic story in our American history. Over a period of time, the westward expansion brought industrialization, such as the railroad. And when the railroad came in, they hired commercial hunters to kill buffalo to feed their workers and to keep herds from damaging their tracks. A popular example of this is when William Frederick Buffalo Bill Cody was hired by the Kansas Pacific Railroad in 1867. He kept the workers supplied with meat by killing thousands of buffalo in a span of 18 months. And this is how he got his famous name, Buffalo Bill Cody. This went on for quite a while until eventually the commercial hunters moved into Native American hunting grounds, and they killed millions of buffalo for their hides. The meat was left to spoil, and the Native Americans mourned. Their way of life was coming to an end as their most valued resource was being wiped out before their eyes. The cautionary tale that would repeat itself time and again. The American buffalo is synonymous with Native American culture, and it is important to remember this. Hunting buffalo commercially did not mean they were evil men. You see, some were just trying to make their living in the world like the rest of us. However, you could say that some had a moral dilemma, a conflict, if you will. Some hunters would write about their experiences on the plains chasing buffalo, and some would regret their decision to hunt the animal commercially. With the fall of the buffalo, the Native Americans paid the ultimate price, as they were forced to watch their way of life come to an end. And for many tribes, it truly was the end. For some, they were forced to rely on a government that did not or would not treat them the same as one of their own. This is a tragic chapter in our American history. However, it is important to talk about lest we forget that once upon a time the sacred buffalo roamed both the East and the West, and also the Native Americans hunted them for centuries until they were forced out. Put another log on that fire.